unplug you. Hello. Stop making noises, computer. Okie dokie. What are we doing? Okay. Let me get over to YouTube so I can see things the way you guys are seeing things. I'm going to open up my new paint while we're sitting here waiting for it to think about life. Or I could just cut myself. That would be fun too. Oh, that was fast. There we go. And live chat. And I'm the only one here. Exciting. Okay. Well, that's an epic fail. Come on. If there were no witnesses, this would be so easy. Still didn't peel all the way down. Damn you. All right. That was difficult. Let's go ahead and open the other three. Otherwise, that's going to be a problem. Hey, Amber, how you doing? Oh, you are in the wrong place, lady. You need to go Google some other shit. We're not having expert level anything going on this channel. Hey, this is fun with my new finger thing that's going on. I'm going to turn into a big baby in a minute. How is everybody's Thursday going? Okay. 2. What finger thing? Well, I have the beginnings of carpal tunnel. So sometimes I have my hands go numb, or some of my fingers go numb. Sometimes I get like pins and needles feeling in the very, very tips of my fingers that burns. Hold on, you can do the last one because I just tweaked my finger. That was not fun. But a new thing this morning for this finger right here, I woke up and my finger was stiff and I didn't think much about it. You know, I'm old. What else could go wrong? So I grabbed my blanket and I pulled it because it was stuck behind me. And a pain shot from right about here all the way up my arm to my shoulder and made me cry just a tiny little bit like a bitch baby. A little bit. Yeah, when you can't feel a damn thing, but you're like, I got to use these scissors right now. So no, my other one is this.
Oh.
It looks like a vagina when you print it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the vajayjay then?
Yeah, this is the vajayjay pad.
Okay.
So now we got the honeycomb. I got this today while we were out. Look, this one's no paint on it. It's still all floppy and soft.
It's soft, yeah. That'll change shortly.
This is from one of the many stores that we visit.
Tell them how we almost got killed today.
We did not almost get killed. You are blowing it so out of proportion.
I think it's better my way.
Okay, then you tell the story.
It's your story. You tell it.
No, I want you to tell it. Pull up a chair and tell a story.
I don't want to tell the story.
I want you to tell a story.
Shit.
You tell the best stories.
I was just gonna.
You gonna cut a bitch?
No, I was gonna cut that off of there, but it was stapled on.
Oh.
I was like, let me cut this off for you. Oh, it's stapled.
But I don't like the hard edges on them because it creates not pleasing patterns.
Okay, so get rid of them.
I am.
All right.
Just in case you were wondering, I was just hacking away at this brand new thing I bought.
Because you're crazy?
Well, that too, but that's not the main reason.
Because you're a freaking lunatic?
Fine, don't tell the story. I see how you are.
Tell the story.
I want you to tell the story. My story's a
story. I want to go sit down. This thing hurts my foot.
Oh my God, we're falling apart. My finger, your foot.
I know.
Jesus. And I can't see out of these glasses either.
My flicky knife's not working.
Well, at least point it at the floor and not your face.
I'm not pointing it at my face. I'm pointing it at
You
your
were
face.
a second ago. I'm like, Mike's going to come home. You're going to be like, I need to go to the hospital. Hey, Neener, how are you? Yeah, I probably should have picked up a couple, huh? I haven't seen the honeycomb pattern before, and you know I love my vajayjays, but this just seems like fun. So our new paints are open. We've got pale blue, which I have a pale blue, but it's not the same brand. These are the Craft Smart paints. This is Michael's store brand, I think. So I got the pale blue, the olive green, this light pistachio, and this is neon blue, according to the bottle. I thought this pistachio and this olive might go fun together. Give her shit, Marty. Give her shit. And welcome. Yeah, the pistachio is a nice color. So we're using these soon. We're using them tonight, and we're going to have fun. Okay. The other thing I got was this. We were in the Goodwill. I think it was at the Goodwill. Could have been at the Savers. I don't know. Alice picked it up and went, what about this? And I went, oh, yeah. So I don't know what kind of pattern that's going to make or how well. It's like, look, it's super flexible. I don't want to cut it, though, because it's like loosely woven. And I have a feeling if I cut it, it'll all be over. So we're just going to use it as a giant thing to make. Be right back. That means she's never coming back. Nina, that's cute. Yeah. I think I told the story last night. She was showing somebody something in the garage that she shouldn't have been touching in the first place. I don't remember what it was, but it's heavy. It was in Mike's area. She dropped it on her foot. Didn't say anything about it to Mike. Told me about it. She had been limping around. And then the other night, we have a rat that's been visiting us for our mini bugs. Apparently, they like to eat cicadas. And it came up onto the like potting shelf that Mike built. And their tails just really bother me. I don't know why. It's not a big rat. It's a small rat with a big tail. And she scurried around me. That's what a good friend she is. Scurried around me. But in the scurrying process, something twinked in her foot and she made it worse. So now she got a brace today. Oh, you were watching. Thanks for watching the replay. I love it. So I thought we'd try this out. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like a Christmassy thing. You know, you put it on the table. Maybe you put a bowl of stuff on it. Kind of that sort of deal. I don't really know what it's for. But it's shiny silver and it's woven all funky. I thought we could have some jelly fun with that. And then when we were at the Daiso the other day, I picked up this. This is Hanshi paper, Japanese calligraphy. This is it says best for school children and beginners. It says brushstrokes is smooth, bleeding is small. So it's like soft and has a little texture on the back. So I'm guessing this is the side you do the calligraphy on. And then this side is feels like almost like a deli paper, maybe. It's not waxy feeling, but it's definitely not like this feels I don't know. This is shiny and smooth, not shiny and smooth. It has a little grip to it. So I thought we could try a little bit of that too. It is rice paper. It's just for beginners. It's from the Daiso. Hanshi. You know what? I don't know what Hanshi paper is. It may not be rice paper. But I saw it and I thought, why not? What's the worst thing that happens? It doesn't work good. It's cool. And it wasn't that expensive. So now we have our hexagon shaped pad to go with our JJ one. And then since I'm showing off stuff I bought today, this is not related to jelly plating, but I got these mushrooms for the Baba Yaga house when we do it. I thought they would be fun. Just some cute little, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 big ones and 8 small ones. So I thought those would be cute. So I'll put them with the other stuff for the Baba Yaga house over, Then, so I saw this and I could not help myself. This has nothing to do with jelly plating at all. I found this. And it's marked at 99 cents. And Trump is in here apparently. But I thought what I would do, so this is just for kind of a fun thing. I thought I would take the pages out. Let's see. So you'll find David Axelrod dressed as a wizard holding a crystal ball, predicting world change. Changes in air quotes. Biden wearing a sporty Not My Fault t-shirt. Ron Paul showing off his emergency eyebrow kit. So he's even got pajamas on. So I thought what I would do is take the pages out and make them into packs. Trump is all the way at the back. And I thought in my next sale, I would offer the packs for sale super cheap, like 50 cents or so. And whoever gets Trump, when they get their pack, if they send me a picture of the Trump page, I'll have a pack of giveaway stuff that I will mail to the person. So I thought it would be just like a fun thing, because it's punching at both Democrats and Republicans. It's not one or the other. I thought I would take the pages out, mix them up, and then I'll divide them into packs, and then I'll have Els mix them up a little bit more. So I don't know which one is the Trump one, and whoever gets the Trump one will win a giveaway paper pack. What do you guys think? Too far out of the box? I thought it would be fun. I couldn't help it was cheap, and I thought it could be like a fun giveaway thing. So in my next sale, not this April sale, not like tomorrow's sale, I guess if I could get it done by then, but if I can't, then we will do it in the next sale, and I think that could be super fun because I'll have some new colors out too. Okay, then I just have 3 more things to show you. This is book 18 in the Stephanie Plum novel series. I'm actually 12 is the next one I need to read, but they had it at the store, and it was on sale today, so it was half of the $3.99. So I went ahead and picked it up. It'll just go on my to be read pile, and I still need books 12 through 17. So, and then I got these. These are young adult readers, and they just look like fun. Cryptid Hunters and the Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise, and the descriptions just sounded fun. I love YA literature. It's simple and clean. So there we go. So I have fun stuff to read, but I thought I would share while I was sharing. Well, let's see. Cryptid Hunters, after they lost their parents, and that's always the way in these books. Somebody has to die for these books to happen, for the kids to have the kind of freedom to do this. In an accident, 13-year-old twins Grace and Marty are whisked away to live with their Uncle Wolf, an uncle they didn't even know they had. Uncle Wolf is a veterinarian who has dedicated his life to finding cryptids, mysterious creatures whose existence have never been proven. Just as the twins and their uncle are getting to know each other, Wolf finds out that his nemesis, Dr. Blackwood, dun dun dun. Hey, Christine and Janice. Trump or treat? Yeah, kind of, right? I like it. Dr. Blackwood is headed to the Congolese jungle to poach a dinosaur in her clutch. Wolf mobilizes his team immediately. Has to mobilize his team immediately if he wants to beat Blackwood to the jungle. His team does not include the twins. But Grace and Marty aren't easily left behind. With breakneck daring, they literally drop into the Congo, and now they must play a high-stakes game where the prize is a dinosaur egg, and the penalty is death. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Amber. Okay. And then for the remarkable journey of Coyote Sunrise. 5 years. That's how long Coyote and her dad, Rodeo, have lived in the road in an old school bus crossing the nation. That's also how long ago Coyote lost her mom and 2 sisters in a car crash. See, it's always that way. Coyote hasn't been home in all that time, but when she learns that the park in her old neighborhood is being demolished, the very same park where she and her mom and her sisters had buried a treasure memory box, she devised an elaborate plan to get her dad to drive 3,600 miles back to Washington State without him realizing it. Along the way, they'll pick up a strange crew of misfit travelers. Lester has a lady love to meet. Salvador and his mom are looking to start over. Val needs a safe place to be herself. And then there's Gladys. ... Over the course of thousands of miles, Coyote will learn that going home can sometimes be the hardest journey of all. But that with friends by her side, she might just turn her once upon a time into a happily ever after. So, I thought they both sounded good. They are YA, so, I can't help myself sometimes. I need a place for the scissors. And on with the jelly plating. It's fun what you find at the thrift store. I keep hoping to find the Janet Evano books I need for way cheaper than. All right, here we are, jelly plating again. Oh, that's not the right book. We're not going to roll off in that, are we? Then I won't know who's buying what at the sale. Okay. Let's see, where are the... Here we go. And I think we're going to add some color to some of these. I've been trying to layer it up a little bit more. We'll start right about there. Okie dokie. And some paints. I think we're going to start with the olive green. I'm dying to try it. I need 12. I read 11, so 12 is the next one for me. I just got 18 because they had it at the bookstore, and it was $1.50. And I don't figure I'm going to do better than that used with shipping, So I went ahead and bought 18. But I need to get myself 12 through 17. So I thought we would try the olive and then the pistachio just to see if they look good together. Fun stuff. I will say that it's warm here, so we are going to have to work fast. And I think we'll put some honeycomb on this, yeah? Let's do it. Okay. And some paper. But yeah, so I thought the political thing would just be a little bit of fun that we can have. And I thought by selling the packs for 50 cents, that'll help pay for the shipping on the giveaway item. I can just put that money aside so that we can do the shipping for the giveaway pack on that. Okay. There we go. Not a bad start. I saw her talk on Ivanovich. Okay, I'm sorry. Ivanovich. I got it. You know, it was in the, I think there are 28 or so of them now. I can't remember. I looked at how long the series was, and I think she's still writing them. So let's grab the pistachio. There's a little bit of the olive still on the plate. Not a ton, but let's see. I like the color of the olive for sure. Let's put that over here. And we'll put a little bit of this down. Just kind of get a little bit of an all over pattern maybe. And we want to double sided today. I need double sided. So we're going to do it. Thank goodness these dry fast. A little bit of grit on this one. Woo-woo. All right, let's see what happens. You have returned. Okay. So you can see a little bit of the olive green in here. There's not very much left on the plate, but we've got a whole bunch of that pistachio and it's dry. So I vote we do the olive green again and see what happens. Let's see. Let's get our paper ready. And we may throw the paper down before we do the brayer this time, I think. Ooh, Sherry, you've got one of her books autographed? Nice. They're just fun reads, you know. I like that they're set in the 80s, you know. They don't take themselves too seriously. I love the grandma. I love the grandma character in the book just beyond reason. She's fun. And as soon as I find the first book, I'm going to turn them over to Elle so that she can read them too. At least, you know, see if she likes it. You know. But I've misplaced the very first book. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, let's see if we get any of both of them this way. I probably should have put a pattern down. Okay. Oh, that's kind of fun, like TV static almost. But you can see both colors in there clearly. I would totally go get a book signed by her. I think that's fun. No. If I have to buy the second one again, I will. Jesus. Have a little faith in me. Come on. Okay, let's try our blues. Let's start with our pale blue because I think it'll go with the olives, okay? 2027. No, probably 2024. And I got a little bit on me. Okay. Oh. We're going to have to take some roll off here. Got just a little bit too much paint down there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try this thing because why not? It's a light pattern. I don't know if it's going to come out. And that's going to go right on the back of our green. Your tablet's been leaving it. Nice. Daydreaming. Your eyes aren't awake. You may need to go to bed, Miss Neener. Got a little bit of green in the blue. And there are some spots of that burgundy color in there too that I didn't even know was still on the. Not bad. And we did get a, so if I press down a little bit more, I think, or get a little bit thicker coat of paint on here, not too bad. Okay, now we're going to put that darker blue on here, that neon blue. You just woke up. Oh, that's, yeah, my eyes won't focus when I just get up either. They're like, no, we're not cooperating. We'd like you to go back to bed, please. We refuse to be all here. Now, these are the opposite of the other ones I got. These are very loose. The ones I got before were very thick. And I think I might need a little more. This is going to be just a light. And I think I'm not going to put any pattern on that. I'm just going to go for a sheet of paper right down on there. Such a thin coat, it'll just start drying right away. Yeah, I love watching things on my tablet, but it sucks for commenting. It autocorrects in the wrong way. It sometimes I don't hit the space. Instead, I hit the letters above the space, and it makes some kind of weird alphabet soup out of what I'm trying to say. I find my tablet very frustrating to. It's a good size picture, but I used to have for it. It doesn't work anymore. I used to have a keyboard for it. So we're basically just getting some textures here. All right, so now we know what the colors look like. So this is the ice blue. This is the neon blue, but it's a very, very thin coat of the neon blue. So interesting difference. But this is mixed with green paint too. So there's that. I think I might like to try that berry color or that, I'm sorry, that olive color with this berry. You hit M a lot? Yeah. I hit the B and the V all the time. So I do feel you on that. I'm just trying to, this one definitely is down enough. Now I need to add some, I can't think of Floetrol to it because it's really, really thick. All right, let's try this one on this darker paint and see how it does. I did stick my fingers in there a little bit, so we're going to have some palm spots, which is okay because my palms got texture too. I might want to mount some of, maybe what I'll do is get the hot glue out and mount some of this onto some pieces of cardboard. I think it might be easier to use that way. And it'll keep me from sticking my palms through the thingies. So, all right. So right in here, with this my palm texture here, 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 here. A little bit of me in there. I wonder what it'd be like if I just stuck my hand on there. Probably be cool. Okay, so we got to keep that one. So we're going to see. It doesn't look like there's very much left on there. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the pistachio, which is a lighter color. Great evidence, right? No buttons. Touchscreen has third. Topography. Yep, I'm with you on that. It's real good at the autocorrect wrong thing. What are you going to do? Technology, you love it and you hate it all at the same time. Now, we know that there's not going to be any texture left on that. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the honeycomb. And this is going to go right on the back of this one. Carla, how are you? Been missing you, babe. How's your day going? Well, your night. Tomorrow's Friday. I hope you're doing all right. Okay, so this is a nice light print. So now there's still a little bit of the berry in there and some pistachio now. So I got to think about what color I want to add to this. But that's a nice contrasting piece, right? Okay. What should we put on that? What's going to look good with those colors? I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Probably not white and probably not black. Let me look at that again. Maybe, what about a turquoise? Do you think maybe? Ice cream sundae. You're thinking orange? I was leaning towards orange. I'm so glad you said that. Look at us. That's not orange either. Here we go. Here's an orange. Ice cream sundae. Oh, you got an ice cream sundae? She's rubbing in an ice cream sundae, I think. I think Mike treated her. Which is good news for her. Because ice cream is delicious in the summer. Is a good thing. Oh, so she wanted you to tell me that we didn't get killed today story. We didn't even come close to getting killed, but it was an interesting story. So we were out today running errands. The elves had to go to the post office. And do I want texture on this? Ugh. I'm going to go honeycombs again just because it's there. But I'm not pushing down very hard with it. So we stopped at Burger King because they have Coke products. And if Els can't get a Dr. Pepper in the can, she doesn't like the Dr. Pepper fountain drink. She prefers Coke with either no or low ice. So we stopped at the Burger King, and the drive-thru was backed up, which probably should have been a clue. So we go into the lobby because thinking we just want drinks. It should go fast, right? No, it's not going to. It's going to take us about 28 minutes to get 2 fountain drinks. And we'll be locked into the lobby. We walk in, and what we hear from an employee in the back of the thing is, and I don't remember, I think Brandon was the manager's name. We hear, well, Brandon, if you don't know that, you shouldn't fucking be a manager. And I'm like, oh. And Els is like, her drama meter picks up, you know. And a guy with a great big fuzzy afro walks out from the back, not the manager. And he's just yelling at the manager, just all kinds of crazy things, you know. He's not getting the support he needs. I think maybe he was a new employee. So there's our print. I can see a little bit of the pistachio in there, but we definitely have some orange left on here. And I think I'm going to go with this light blue and see what happens. So this went on for a minute, and the manager is a little white guy with a shaved head, and his bangs are pulled back in a thing. Because he's got the shaved head, but it's long on one side towards the front. You know that look? Skinny little guy. And the Af guy's not realistically that much bigger than him. But, you know, you're as managers and shift managers and stuff, I'm sure they're taught not to, you know, get into physical altercations with their employees. Uh-oh, there's hair on here. A big long piece, too. Okay. So the guy is the little manager guy is on the phone with, he's called 911. And so the guy goes, the Afro guy goes back into the to the office, and he's doing something back there. We can't see what, but he comes out with a bag of trash and leaves. He's got his backpack and a bag of trash, and he leaves. So the manager guy tells the cops, you know, he's left the lobby, but he still wants them to come. And the guy almost immediately comes back in with the bag of trash, and he wants the guy to let him into the back again. But everybody's telling him to leave. The two other employees and the manager, like, you just need to go home. So he leaves again with the bag of trash. The bag of trash is going to be important later. So there we go. And then we're standing there, and you know, they've got a drive-through full of people. I can see the guy that's making the burgers in the back. He's got shit laid out all over his counter. He is going as fast as he can. They're trying to fry things and all the things. And he's like, just be patient. We'll be with you. And there's a lobby full of people too. So he goes and he locks the doors so that nobody else can come in. And presumably also so that guy can't come back in. But people can leave the store. So we're standing there for a while, probably about 15 minutes. Somebody goes out, and the guy comes back in, still with the bag of trash. And he gets into the back again. He gets through that little door they have that's there, you know. And then We think he might have been talking to us, but we're not. He just starts babbling about he's not getting the support. He needs some more of that kind of stuff. And the person, really, that's interesting. Oh, phooey on your insurance company. That's terrible. And why would anybody even say that to a paying customer? You pay for insurance, and your employer does too. That's some bullshit. That kind of stuff super frustrates me. So back to my guy story. Not that I'm into. I just want Carla to get her stuff done. Whatever it is she needs, I want her to get it done. And I don't like it when they're messing her around. Neck pain's nothing to mess with. This is going to be terrible together. I can tell already. This one's going to be ugly. So, and by this time, there are 2 employees because the one that was making the burgers when we came in had to clock out. It was his time to go, and he had to go. You know, he couldn't stay any longer. He said he might try to come back, but you know how that goes. So now there's just a manager and a trainee. The guy doesn't know how to make everything yet. And they've still got the drive-thru full of people. They're getting out a lobby full of people waiting for food and waiting to order. And the guy's still standing outside of the store. He's not trying to get back in at this point. I don't like that one at all. That's ugly because it doesn't look orange. And there's still some blue under here. Okay. It'll be fine as a jelly print, though. Even the ugly ones somehow work. Loathe, hate. It reminds you of camo. Oh my God, that's even shittier, Carla. Somebody needs to punch that woman in the face. I don't think it should be me because, you know, just bullshit. Do your fucking jobs. So the little manager guy is constantly apologizing and trying to get, you know, they're juggling to get the drive-through orders cleared out. They're telling people to drive through the wait. They haven't taken any orders in a while. The manager calls in the middle of, you know, that guy's manager calls in the middle of all of this. And he can't not pick that up, right? So he's trying to explain that and get food. And it was a circus. It was a big old circus, is all I'm saying. And then, JS.
Okay, I'm done messing around.
You're going to, am I not telling the story good enough?
No, you're telling it just fine. I just have something I need to say to Carla.
Oh, are you trying to type it out?
Carla, I want you to call your insurance company, and I want you to ask to speak to the patient advocate.
Ooh, don't yell at her, though.
They do not work for the insurance. They do not work for the doctor.
They're your advocate.
They are paid by the government as your advocate. I want you to call the patient advocate, speak to them, and let them know that you're getting dicked around and your neck is freaking broken. And you want something done. That is all I have to say.
She did that to me too. Don't feel bad. So, where was I with this story? The guys outside, they're catching up on orders.
Yeah.
So they're starting to take drive-through orders. There's a lady in front of us waiting for her order to be taken. Oh, and there was a poor Mexican family in there that had
everything was wrong.
Everything. Their bacon double cheeseburgers did not have any bacon on them. They missed an entire sandwich. So the people walked out with extra food. There was a delivery driver in there whose order looked like absolute. It was
garbage.
like a dog's breakfast, I guess.
Yeah, but they gave him a free chocolate pie.
But the guy before he clocked out gave the driver his own what was it? A choco something.
A Hershey choco pie.
He gave them a free. He gave that poor driver, because he'd been waiting there a long time, so he wasn't going to get a good tip. So all of those people now have left. It's just we're enjoying the shit show in the lobby, and it's everybody enjoying the shit show.
Yeah,
pretty much. We're in it for the win. Take as long as you need to. So he takes the lady. She's like, I'm going to be easy. So she orders her 2 burgers and her little thing.
And then she got complicated.
Yeah. But it's always the people that say, we were easy.
Yeah. That's why he just got us our food right away. Here's your food. Have a great day.
Well, because we're 2 beverages, no food.
I know. Like,
here's your cups. Please go away.
Go away now. Sorry you had to wait for the drink.
But he was and Els wound up giving him her card, in case he needed like backup for the manager or something. Because the cops never did come. Now, after we got our food and we left, the guy's outside talking to some guy on a bicycle. So we tootle off with our drinks to 3 other stores, right? You get 3 other places?
2 other stores.
2 other stores. And we were there for a long time. But like we looked at everything. We hate shopped. What did we hate shop today? We hate shop dresses.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Those striped pants.
We hate shop some clown pants.
Oh, the blue pants with the bloomers.
Oh yeah, there was like a pair of old-fashioned blue. It was Indian clothing, like I'm from India clothing, pants with the little thing that went around the waist, but it looked like old-timey bloomers hanging on the hanger. We hate
Mrs. Roper gowns. And
then we found some fabulous in the dresses. We found Mrs. Roper's muumuus. They were fantastic. So we were in these stores for a long time, a couple hours between the 2 of them, at least 2.5 hours to go through checkout and everything. We're driving back down the street. We passed the Burger King. At the bus stop, right outside the Burger King, is the Afro guy. And the bag of fucking trash is sitting next to him on the bus bench. And he is leaned fully. So this is him normal sitting up. He is leaned fully forward, fucking asleep. While we were in there, the manager told us he came in today to work, and he's a relatively new employee, and he stood in the back and vaped something. But when he walked by us, we both smelled alcohol on his breath as well. So that dude was drunk and high at Burger King. The manager's freaking out. The cops didn't come, because here's what we're all thinking. That guy's going to go out to his car and get a gun and come back and shoot all of us,
that's
right?
What you're thinking, because it's...
We're like, this is either going to be the best day ever, or we're all going to be dead in 10 minutes.
And I leaned over to Amy and I said, this is why I carry. She's like, uh-huh.
But then I thought he had to have taken something out of his backpack or off his person and put it in that trash bag, because there is no reason for somebody who is stomping out of work in a fury to also take out the trash. Bring it back with them and then put it on a bus bench. He thought the cops were coming and he was trying to hide his stash. Pure and simple.
Yeah.
And that's my story. So he was just a high dude giving his... He kept... Don't get fired, Brandon. Was his name Brandon? It was Brandon. Don't get fired, Brandon. You're going to get your ass fired. You're not a manager and you don't know shit and you're not giving people the support they need.
And the little gay guy who was in the back, just hysterical. The one who gave out the pie. He's like,
well, that's the guy that clocked out. He's like, here's a pie just for you, man.
No,
I'm sorry
to clock out.
Oh.
He was still back there. It was the other guy, the cook who was laughing his ass off when we walked in. He's the one who clocked out.
Okay. They were working there, but that guy didn't know how to make all the sandwiches. That was part of the problem.
Because he was he was new too. He's relatively new.
I'm sure he had 2 new employees, and
he's also a front end guy.
Yeah.
He was not. You could see by his uniform, he's front end.
Yeah, he's supposed to be taking the orders and stuff.
Yes.
So they're probably missing 3 employees minimum.
3 employees at least. 1 fryer.
So there was this manager guy, and this newbie.
Maybe a month. Maybe
he didn't know the full menu. So I felt so bad for them. I'm like, we need to take the receipt from that and give them compliment.
And then, no, I haven't.
Okay.
And then to make it even better, everybody at the drive-thru was like looking at him going, dude, what's going on? And they're like, we're so sorry. Oh my God.
I'm just having to tell the short version of the story. We got an employee in here that's vaping and we don't know. I'm sorry. Here's your food.
Here's your food, please. No charge for the sodas. Charge just for our sodas.
She's like, today had to be the longest week ever. I'm sure that manager felt like it.
Oh, yeah.
And the poor new guy, he's doing the best he can.
He was hauling his butt around that store.
I feel so bad. They're like, I'll make the chicken fries if you make the nuggets.
I know.
Give me 2 fryers full of French fries.
Just throw shit in the fryer.
We're doing this right now. Oh my God. Those poor people. And we just wanted drinks. I'm like, I just want a Fanta. I'm going to my boss. You go, Carla. You give them shit. Yesterday, I heard on the scanner that an 85-year-old lady tried to run into the McDonald's with her car, and she was threatening people. The police never came. Free food for everyone. We paid for our drinks because it wasn't their fault. But they did give out some free stuff because, the poor kid in the back was making the wrong stuff and just a shit show, But they were trying to, be super upbeat about it, but they're in for a hard night. The guy that clocked out was the boss grill, though, like the grill boss. He knew exactly what he was doing. So they better hope he comes back in. But sometimes people just don't want to come in. I worked my shift. And I had to deal with the crazy. And hopefully the little guy that was, stuck, he's a trainee, doesn't know the full menu. Hopefully he comes back tomorrow. That shake machine is always broken. Granny Karen over there, yeah. We don't need any Granny Karens. I don't know what I just did. I think I just put a color down and didn't do anything. Well, here we go. We're getting some stuff pulled off there. Well, that's fun as a background. Okay. So good grief, right? Just good grief. What are you going to do? School bus yellow over here. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I got sidetracked by all the stories and the bossiness and that's not the right. I don't like the little one on this. The little one's better on the small plate. So now the question we're going to ask every time we leave the house is, do you have an extra soda? I'd be terrified to go anywhere and get something. Right? Just a bunch of craziness. Yeah, I guess so. When it's not Shabra. That's true, because you only get that for a month. I don't know what I think COVID unhinged everybody. Nobody has any patience. People kept swerving over into Elsa's lane today. She's like, what am I, invisible? Is Pepper invisible? Do we hit a knob or flip a switch? What kind of crazy shenanigans is this? There's a little bit of various colors in there. Light pattern. Not too shabby. Kevin and Karen's. So just crazy stuff. But we've been in, I looked at her while we were in there and she was like, this is why I carry. And I'm like, this is why sometimes we go through the drive-thru and we sit there for 10 minutes. This is exactly what's happening when we're on the outside. And you're like, what is taking so long? Those shenanigans right there is what's taking so long. There's an employee in there making a jackass out of himself. He was slurring his words. He was kind of weaving. He was not in it. And you can have somebody working like that, not around the equipment. I mean, just that it's an inconvenience in general. But he couldn't have run a fryer or, he might have seriously injured himself or someone else. Just being a stupid. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's what I'm talking about. Hit your horn, roll down the window, and yell in the best East Coast accent, let Jesus take the wheel since you can't drive. Oh, my God. Yeah, but the customers aren't any better than the people. Like, it's like everybody lost their damn mind. I kind of work with one, a true Karen. Runs her mouth like a river. They're hard to work with for sure. Well, Nina, we're never dull around here. Customer service is lacking. People are treating customers. I think customer service is lacking because they've been treated so poorly with people coming back out into the world. How much of that shit can you take getting yelled at by every other person in the drive-thru for stuff that is not your fault? I would like to remind everybody that that person probably has nothing to do with whatever's wrong. If you are unhappy with something about a company, call the company. Don't take it out on that cashier or whoever. Because it's really, really not their fault for the most part. I mean, I'm not saying a cashier can't be a complete and utter dick, but they may have got that way from the 15 Karens before you that you didn't see, I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt these days. I really do. Let's try some of this. I am definitely going to cut this down, and I'm going to put it on some cardboard, and then I'm going to cut it down. But I'm about ready to just give up on fast food altogether. If I didn't love cheeseburgers so much, it'd already be over, Because that's what happens. Half of the time we go, we don't get the right order. Sometimes it's super fresh, and other times it's like, have you been saving this since yesterday? The people just aren't friendly like I feel like they should be, But then I think about the people they're probably dealing with So we had some peel up here. It does happen sometimes. We had this happen the other day. Just trying to get it to roll off there. Well, that now becomes part of the character of the paper. Not everyone, and everyone is understaffed and overworked. Good for you, Carla. You take no bullshit. Because anyone can't do that job. Oh, Carla. Oh, see? You never know what's going on inside. You know? I would wager that more on an average of 8 out of every 10 times, there is something going on in there that's keeping them from, they're trying to solve a problem. There's a drink machine overflowing. Something happened with a fryer. They're not deliberately ignoring customers for the most part. I'm not saying it does not happen, but I think I found that generally speaking, something is going on in there. And they're doing the best job they can. But not always. Joanne's is Minnetonka. Good for you, Nina. It's just rude. But I don't think people think like that. They just think, maybe not that they're deliberately fucking with them, but that they're just deliberately not doing their job well on purpose, And I don't think that's usually the case. Okay, so how many of you are waiting for the day when I jelly print my boobs? Because I think eventually one day it is going to happen. I really do. Right? Like they're just machines. You just sing to them. Or your hair, yeah. Yep. All right. A little bit left on the plate. I think I'd like that lighter pink. Do we have the lighter pink? Excuse me. Nope, but I got some happy green. Let's go with that. Thank you. Right? Your first job should be in retail. Yep, and that's what happens at a lot of these jobs. And they may be cranky with you when you come in, but not intentionally, I don't think. How much patience do you have after, 12 hours on shift when you thought you were only working 8 or 6, They expect a lot from people that they pay a tiny little bit of money to, Just a tiny wee little bit. That's an interesting combo. All right. I'm going to try this pumpkin now because I don't see anything really left on the... It would be hard to tell if there were, though. People, yeah, and you've got hangry people, right? If you're hangry, don't leave your house. Have somebody bring it to you. Don't go make an ass out of yourself at the place. This is a pumpkin color, like a brownie orange that they're calling pumpkin. Okay. I'm gonna go this one again. And then we'll do some honeycomb. At least one, yeah. See, it's not unusual. It wasn't unusual back in the day, and it's more usual now than not. You just like a paycheck, so you deal with what you can. And that's how I was. I got kids. I'll take the shifts. I'll take the shit. Because I need to work. I just wish I had a good threat for the Karen. I'm going to tell her sometime soon that I do not work for her, but for my boss. And try not to say kiss my butt. Yeah, probably shouldn't say that. Yeah, don't screw with the man who doles out the drugs. One of the last jobs I had, we used temps quite a bit. Had one leave for lunch and never come back. Yep, I've had that happen at retail jobs. New employees start, they go on their first break and they don't come back, or they leave at lunch. It's not that unusual. Truly, it's not. Which is a sad state of human affairs, Oh, good for him. I don't know if I could ever say kiss my butt at work I'd be too worried of getting fired. to say kiss my butt to another employee. Even if they are a Karen, you know. I worry about that kind of stuff. Because I've never been in a job that I could afford to get fired from, you know. Quite honestly. Ooh. Dima would lead with kiss my butt. I believe that about you. I do. It's not always young kids. You'd be amazed at the number of middle-aged ladies that find out what being a cashier is really like and just walk out. Well, that's a minimalist print if I ever saw one. Got a lot of that left on the plate, though. Now, what do we want to put over that? I am thinking... maybe a yellow. Let's try a yellow and see how that looks. After this, we'll look at what kind of time we're looking at. I don't want to keep you guys too late tonight. It is a Thursday. We might all turn into pumpkins or something. We don't want that. I don't know about you, but I'm already round enough already. I don't need to also be orange. Oh, Carla, did you hear about my idea earlier? I'll have to show you real quick before we get off. I think you weren't here when it happened, when I showed it the first time. All right. I'm going to go, because I can see the pattern under that for the other one. I'm definitely going to. You're going off to Dreamland, Marty. Good night. And sweetest dreams, lovely lady. Hope to see you sometime soon. If we don't, have a wonderful weekend, because tomorrow is Friday. And I'll be having my live sale. And hopefully, if there's enough time, I'll throw in a little live afterwards. So we can at least touch the serial killer book this week. Well, that's interesting. That is not what I expected to happen. Well, we're going to go with it. So that's obviously some of that pumpkin orange is still on there. And then there's a little bit in there of that pistachio green. I wonder how that pistachio green would look with the school bus yellow. All right, let's look at what kind of time we're sitting at here, guys. Yeah, we've hit about an hour. So I'm going to put this in the case. I'm going to come back to it because I haven't got all the prints I need yet. But I'm going to take a break. I am hot. And I don't mean damn I look good today. I need to go sit outside and chill the, you know what, just have some chill time. So for anybody who came in later, I'm going to go ahead and show this. This won't be in tomorrow's sale. It'll be in the next sale. I found this today. It's paper dolls of political candidates. And it's poking fun at all of them. So there is a Trump in here. He'll run away. There is a Trump in here. So what I thought I would do is I thought I would take the pages out of the book and make little page packs. I think it might make 5 or 6. And we're going to mix them up real good. And I won't know which one the Trump is in. Whoever buys them, if you wind up with the one with Trump in it, it'll be a random draw. You'll get, take a picture of the Trump one and send it back to me. You have to be in the picture. Some part of you that I can recognize. And I will send you a free thing. Oh, you're always welcome, Nina. We have it fun. You want Sean Hannity? But so that's what we're going to do. I will save out the Sean Hannity for you. Is he in here? Did you see him? Mitt Romney, Ed Rollins, Ed Reed, Rick Perry, Nancy Pelosi, Ron Paul, Sarah Palin, Chris Matthews, Bill Maher, Rachel Maddow, Rush Limbaugh, Mike Huckabee. Oh, there he is. I'll take that one out specially for you. Your sis-in-law loves him. But yeah, we'll do some paper packs. Not this sale, but the next one. And we'll do them for like 50 cents. And that way it'll pay for the postage of the giveaway for whoever gets the Trump. Bye, Amber. Have a great weekend. So I will be live tomorrow, but I'm having a live sale first. And then we'll do a little creepy serial killer. They're all a little creepy to you. Well, the thing is, you can take this and you can run them through the shredder. You can jelly plate over them. You can crumple them into ball. You can use them as fire starter. You can have all the fun you want with your favorite or not so favorite political pundits. And, associated things. I just thought it would be a fun way to do a giveaway, Make dresses. Yeah, you could dress them all in dresses. You could, there's a lot of the fun things you can do on here. It does poke fun at all of them because this first guy in here, David Axelrod, he was a political advisor for Barack Obama. They have him dressed up as a wizard, with his change crystal ball. Vast left-wing conspiracies from Glenn Beck. Joe Biden, not my fault, So it could be fun. So I thought it would be just fun as a giveaway. I would have used it for fire starter, Carla or Janice. What we all needed was money. Turns out, wizard. So yeah. So look forward to that coming up. And just know that if you buy a pack, you are supporting the payment for the shipping for the giveaway thing. And I'm going to make the packs, and then I'll have Els mix them up a little bit more. So that I don't know where the Trump is. That way nobody can accuse me of anything, giving it out to somebody I like or don't like. So that's everything for tonight, ladies. I will see you tomorrow, 5:15 for the live sale. And then a half an hour after that, I will go live, however briefly, before Elle's Late Night Lunatics. And we will get at least a little something done in our serial killer journal. I'm missing it. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Thank you for the reminder for the thumbs up or thumbs down. You guys can thumbs down. You can totally thumbs down. It's all engagement. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. And that is the end. Good night. The end. Good night, Christine and everybody.